think that's it. I think we're live.
Yeah. Oh.
Hiya guys, how you doing? I'm Daz G. I'm the owner of Good Soul Tattoo Studio, and this is Zara. This is my colleague at Good Soul Tattoo Studio. Been for about 2 years now. So we've been telling you about some pretty big news that we've got coming up, and yeah, it's time to share it. So that's what we're here to do today. We just want to tell you a little bit about it, and hopefully some of you like what we've got to say. So yeah. Mostly it's for aspiring tattoo artists. So I've been tattooing now for about 11 years, and in that 11 years, 8 of them I've owned my own studio. During that time, I've trained 3 artists up to apprentices. They're all fully fledged artists now, and the thing that I've noticed is I've seen hundreds, and you might have noticed this as well, hundreds of people trying to get apprentices. They're approaching the studio just either in the wrong way, or they just haven't got a clue what they need. There's no real information out there to tell you how to
get your foot in the door.
Yeah, to help about getting your foot in the door. That's what this is about, really. So over the last few months, I've been working on a book, and that book has led to me creating a course to basically fill that gap, just to fill that gap. So I've called the book Bridgink the Gap, and we're going to put a course together about it, and this course is going to go live. Tickets are going to go on sale just right after we've been here.
Yeah, we'll be getting live tickets pretty much when we're done.
Yeah, so we're really excited about it. It's I mean, all we're going to do tonight is just tell you a few things about it. So it's you've got to bear with us. We're both a bit nervous. It's our first time that we've done it. Yeah, we're going live. We want it to be authentic. We don't want to edit and do all that. So that's why we're here now doing this live. Yeah. So
Daz has asked me to go ahead, obviously, and present the course when it obviously comes today. Obviously, I'm super excited as well. I've been tattooing for about 8 years now, and I have a really big passion for just teaching people just knowledge, really. Like, if in any way I can help, even if it's just like, oh, how do I make my images pop a bit more, or obviously even if it's just kind of like ideas, putting them together, things like that. And so I just want to be able to share that knowledge, because there's a lot of gatekeeping within the tattooing community, and obviously everyone's got to learn from somewhere and from someone. So yeah, that's why I'm going to be going ahead and doing the course as well.
Yeah. So it's well, as I mentioned earlier, it's like me and Tara, we've worked with each other now for 2 years, but it's my experience that has brought me to this, and because obviously I'm the shop owner, I get so many inquiries. I've had 2 or 3, maybe 4 or 5 this week actually, within a week's time, but not one of these just hit the mark. And unfortunately, like it's not about whether you're good at art or you're bad at art. Some of them, I've seen some fantastic art, but the approach is wrong. Everything that they've done is just, it's not off, it's just right. And there's just such a clear divide between artist and tattoo artist. Yeah. And once again, like I say, that's where we're going to try and bridge this gap. So yeah, this, yeah.
So like you get it a lot at the time as well, where we call it like the X Factor syndrome, and people will get obviously a lot of, obviously you've seen it on the TV shows where they're like, oh, you're amazing at singing, and it's not quite to par.
Yeah, like we say, like the X Factor syndrome. So sometimes people they're given the wrong encouragement, or the right encouragement I should say, but by the wrong people. So it's like you might have your sketches ready and you're thinking, yeah, this is what I can do, this is what I'm good, and your mum, your dad, your family, your friends all saying, yeah, that's awesome, yeah, you'll smash this, and you come in, and unfortunately you've got to put yourself up on a high level to get an apprenticeship. And no one's telling you, like, these people, they're trying to encourage you, but unfortunately, they're not. And like you say, you've seen it. People are encouraged, yeah, get on stage, you're great, go and sing, and the judge is like, wow. And that's where we're trying to fill this gap. Like, that's why, you know, we've been in this game for, nearly 20 years between us, and we know what is needed, we know what's good, we know what's bad.
What you're looking for.
Yeah. So, once again, that's why we really want to push this course. We think it's going to be amazing for aspiring artists. Like, if you got to think, if you start from the ground, if you've actually landed an apprenticeship, you're going to start from the bottom. You know, you're not going to start tattooing like big sleeves and stuff right away. You've got to start cleaning, and you've got to show that you want this. You know, you've got to. Your mentor is going to give you knowledge. It's going to your wage is knowledge. You know, it's using
obviously you're getting paid with their time, basically, aren't you? So from the mentor's time to obviously the nitty-gritty, like the knowledge as well.
So this is, and once again, like, it's hard to tell some people. They just don't want to listen, and that's where we see over and over. It's failed attempts at trying to get into the studio, but we're not offering a paid apprenticeship. That's one thing that we're trying to say. Avoid. Don't. I've had people contact me saying, yeah, I did my apprenticeship, blah blah blah, and I'm saying, ooh, this isn't such great work. Like, what? Where do you do your apprenticeship? Oh, well, I did it. I'm not going to name drop anywhere, but I did it here. It was a paid apprenticeship. I'm like, ooh. Well, the problem with paid apprenticeships, as much as they sound great to get your foot through the door, so you're like, oh, wicked. Well, I'm going to be in then, and I can do it. But they're either going to rush you through as quick as they can, and then and start getting money off you, and they're going to push you too fast. You need to learn from a quality mentor if you're to really succeed in this industry. It's easier to wreck your career before you get going than it is to just take the time and build it up properly. And so what I've designed is the foundation. A tattoo starts on paper. That's what you've got to understand. The tattoo starts on paper. And I've created this course which Zara's going to run, because I'm just not good at standing in front of people and doing that stuff, but she's great.
The people one, not the screen one.
And so I've created this course and she's going to just teach you everything that you need to know to go and slap a portfolio on in front of a mentor, and they're just going to look at it and go, wow, this is what I need. Finally, somebody that's come with the quality that we're looking for.
The portfolio is literally key to getting in the door. Like, I wish I would have had that knowledge when I was first starting out. So you get so many rejections because I didn't know. So I had an array of things that obviously, like I said, wasn't necessary. Obviously, it wasn't good enough as well. And it didn't necessarily fit in within the tattoo industry. That's where the whole artists and tattoo artists and just tattoo art is so different in a sense. Because obviously not everything kind of works.
No, you're right. No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. And that also, like, it leads back to an apprentice. I think they're quite scammy, I'll be honest. Like, these paid apprenticeships, people are willing to pay thousands of pounds for these paid apprenticeships, and all that person wants, their diary probably isn't full. They just want that money from you, and they want to get you in. Then, right, you're done. See ya. Let's get the next person in. I want more money. The problem is you've got no guarantee of a job afterwards. Now imagine you have a quality portfolio. You've worked it. If you've invested in your portfolio, that's going to ooze quality straight away. So you can take it to anybody and say, right, look at this. I mean, the book that I've written, it even teaches you approach, how to go about it, how to go approach, how to step into a studio. It's got everything that you need to go and secure this apprenticeship. like I say, it's 11 years of experience, and so if you can take that quality portfolio, these mentors are going to be fighting over you. You're going to have to pick of whatever studio you want to go into. That's the idea of this course. I really want to lay it out so you get everything you need. Rather than, I mean, I've seen so many, we both have seen, it's horrible to say, but bad tattooists that can't draw, but they're still tattooing. And
the amount of cover-ups we've had to do of those as well. It's,
and stories like and oh man, it's just crazy. The industry is hard to crack, and I understand why people go and do this run off and pay to get their foot in the door.
Yeah, it's not an easy route. It's not harder because not a lot of places will take you seriously if you're doing, like, say, tattoo courses that only last like a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
people won't give you the light of day like to come in and start training because it's not the same as
these kind of things.
Learning.
They're not teaching you from the ground up.
No.
They're like, right, get in, copy this, and then here's a tattoo machine. They don't teach you how to set it up properly. Anything like that. They just want you in there, like, do a few little stencils, get your mate in, do a naff tattoo on them.
Yeah. Wicked,
you're great. Here's your certificate that stands for nothing, by the way. Nothing. You come into my shop and show me this certificate. I don't care. It's not how the tattoo industry works. You know, you've got to build up from the bottom. The foundation is your portfolio, and like I say, that's where we're coming in. I've designed a course, Bridgink the Gap. I'm going to push it out there, and it's going to do you good. It's going to get. It's not going to be easy. It's not like I'm promising, oh, here's a book, and you read that, and after you've read it, or here's the course, come to our course, and once you've done it, the next day you can go and get apprenticeship anywhere. No, it's hard work. That's what the industry is. And don't think that, oh, once you've got your apprenticeship, that's the hard part, and then once you're in, you're in.
It's a grind even from there. Every day is a learning curve, no matter how long you've been tattooing.
Yeah.
There's so many different styles, there's different types of skin, whatever else there is. Every day is a learning curve.
Yeah.
So having this as like your stepping stone is like a good way to kind of get forwards.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And once again, it goes back to having a choice. If you've got now, I'm not personally looking for another apprentice right now, but I do have space. If somebody came through that door one day with the correct approach, the correct attitude, all their mannerisms were in check, and they had a portfolio that were telling you we can get you to put together, and they slammed it on my desk and said, check this out, not quite in that way, but put it in front of me, it's going to be hard for me to say no. Because if somebody's put that time and effort in and invested in themselves at that point, what are they going to do going down the line? So we've got another artist at Good Soul Tattoo Studio, and he's had years of experience as well. And I've been talking to him, and he was asking me about this course I've been putting together. He's not been with us as long, so there's a lot of experience this guy's got. And I was explaining to him the course, and he had a few. He questions a lot, so he did question me, and I had to obviously answer the best I could. The one thing that we left with is, I said, so how many people have put that kind of portfolio in front of you? Because the fact that he had his own shop, I know he's had plenty. So there's always inquiries, guys. Don't think you're the only one asking. You've got to stand out. So he said, well, I've had one. So okay, I thought that was quite like the fact that he's had one. That's wow, because I've had one in 11 years. Like 2, 3. Like it's just the way it goes. So the fact that he had one in that amount of time, like just in like over a 2 or 3 year period or something, I was quite impressed with that. Anyway, I said, so what did you do? I'm not going to go into all the ins and outs about it, but he says, well, I couldn't turn her down, so I took her on because And I said, were you looking at the top? No, he was not looking for an apprentice. But he said, she came in with the right, everything that we've just spoken about, slammed it down. I looked and I was just blown away. He said, I had to take her on. And that's the point, that's the point of this. Is you've got to invest in this early stage. And then, like, she probably had her pick of whatever studio she wanted there.
Yeah, especially if it's got that such a good of a portfolio and an impact.
Yeah.
It's she can start choosing rather than them choosing her.
That's it. Yeah. So you've got to have like you've got to put time and effort into these things. But it's not just time and effort. Like anyone can spend hours and hours and hours drawing. You've got to know what creates a good portfolio as well. And obviously, we're not here to tell you everything that you've got to do. That's besides the point, because we are putting a course together. We want to make something successful of this. We want you guys to be successful. We think we've got something. No, actually, I don't think. I know we've got something that is going to really. It's going to help you guys out. It is. If you want to get a tattoo apprenticeship, this is the starting point. Don't waste your money with a £3,000 tattoo apprenticeship paid. Go to somebody, like, they're going to probably be a struggling artist, they're probably not going to be the best artist, they're not going to give you the best advice, they're not going to put the time and care into it. What you need to do is invest in your beginnings, and then you will have your choice. It's that simple. It is. The better you do, the better your portfolio is, the better chance you've got of getting your apprenticeship. I'm gonna guarantee that. It's not. It's clear as day.
Yeah.
You know, it's. Well, I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Yeah, it's you kind of like covered it all up really, really well. So it's but yeah, no, I think you're completely right. It's going to be like that first sort of way into it, and it's because you want everybody to get off to a good start, because obviously there's so many people that don't, and it's such a shame because they could be such amazing artists and such amazing tattooists as well, but just learning about habits and things like that, you don't want that to happen for anyone. And get them off to a good start. It's like literally like a baby growing up, you know.
You've got to start at the ground level, and the ground is getting that right before you take your first step.
Building your foundations, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's building up from there.
Yeah, 100%. It's so important. It's vital. You're not. I wonder how many. If there's any of you listening that have applied for apprenticeships, I wonder how many of you have been rejected over and over and over, or how many of you tried, how many of you followed up, how many of you have been given any real advice. It's people, artists, tattoo artists, they're quite busy. I mean, I used to give advice to, when people got in touch saying, I'd love to be an apprenticeship, to do an apprenticeship, but I understand if you can't, but could you give me any feedback? And I used to spend half an hour going through send that back. You need to do this. You need to do that. None of them ever came back after.
Yeah.
You know, it's.
So you don't even know if they followed the advice.
Yeah, they might have followed the advice, gone somewhere. But you know, it's my time. It's my time. My time is precious. I've got a family. You know, most artists have families. You know, they don't want to be spending an hour at home going through all your pictures. You've got to invest in it. You need to invest. Knowledge is everything. Yeah. If you've given the knowledge, you can go on, use that knowledge to your advantage. And that's what we're offering you. We're offering you the knowledge to create a standout portfolio. Like there's a clear gap. There's a massive divide. I've scoured the internet. I've looked for so long. Like, what options are there? There's nothing really gives you the real options. There's no course like this. Everybody's just trying to grab your money, the big money, to get you in their studio for a month, and then get the next person in, and then the next.
That big gap in the market. Isn't it? They've kind of started from. Not necessarily from the ground, we're kind of going straight to, you're tattooing now for like a couple of weeks.
And then how do they know that this person going on to that course can even draw in the first place, and they're going to take them on for as an apprentice. Maybe some do, but like these big tattoo schools, they don't know that you can even draw. They're just like, you're booking online, you're not sending them. And then, right, go to this course, and we're like, right, okay, just trace this. And it's not teaching you anything like, okay, so you can tattoo by tracing, but that's not going to get you anywhere as an artist. Yeah. You know, you've got to work on this foundation, and it's just so important. And that's what, once again, that's what Bridgink the Gap is about. It's your foundation. It's your path to a tattoo career. It's that simple. Yeah. It's that simple. I'm sure there's loads more that I can keep on saying about this. I'm quite passionate about it. You might tell I'm a bit nervous to start with, but I'm passionate about this. I think it's, so I'll tell you a little bit about the course. We've got our first one is actually on the 30th. Yeah,
30th of March. So 17 days.
Yeah, not long at all. And as we've mentioned, I was going to be leading the class. That's just not my bag. I've taught people one-on-one. I'm happy with that, but getting up in front of a lot of people and doing it's not my thing. It suits you. You're bubbly. You're lively. And you've got the experience and the knowledge to pull it off and to do exactly what the course is trying to implement. Yeah. And that was the important thing for me. Yeah. So we talked about this, about Zara leading the course, and me, because I've been developing this for quite a while, it was really important to me. What was holding me back originally was because I was thinking, I don't want to stand in front of people. But I think the book will be great. I will release that eventually. But the course, that physical course, there's going to be so much that I was going to be running through with you that you can't leave without having
gains.
Yeah, you are leaving with everything you need.
It's a very visual kind of thing as well. It's not easy to do that sort of thing online. Because you need that back and forth, you need your questions answered, and questions put out that you might not have thought of before as well. So it's just kind of filling in that little gap there.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's the main thing. Yeah, like you're gonna be leaving with that knowledge, and that, like once I said before, that knowledge is everything. It's so true. It's a difficult. You can't argue that knowledge is power. So like we've said a few times, like these courses, they do sound appealing to pay for a tattoo apprenticeship, to pay for a tattoo school, but a tattoo apprenticeship should be free. Like, I'm not saying all of them, like if you want to work with someone that you've idolised for ages, you really want to work, and they say, well look, I'll tell you what, I'll do it, but I'm going to charge you because it's a lot of effort. It's a lot of effort. Then that's fair enough, I guess. But an apprenticeship should be free. It's a commitment between yourself and the mentor. Like if I don't think that you're going to put in the effort that I want, then I'm not going to train you. Yeah. It's as simple as that.
So if you only put in what you're going to get out of it, so you're all into it to get as much as you can
That's
from
it.
It's,
so once again, I might be going around in circles, but it leads back to just if you've got a solid standout portfolio, you've got leverage. You can run that into shops, and people are going to be going, wow, that was good. You know what? I'm going to tell them to come back. I want to see more. You're going to leave them wanting to see more. Yeah. But it's not just that simple. You've got to know what to do, what to put into this, and that, like again, that's what this course is about. So. Well, my saying is, and like if you go, we're going to be releasing tickets after this. Tickets, by the way, for the first class we're putting them on 50%. This is a lot of knowledge that we're going to give you. It's going to be a day course. It's going to be £100. And personally, I think that's too cheap, but we want to get it going. So £100 is to get you in here. It's a whole day course. You know, you're going to leave with everything you need to know. You'll get, my book will come with it. So you leave, you get all that information in a book as well. And you get access to a community group that only anybody that comes on this course is going to have access to. So so what you've learned, you can share. So what we've taught you, you take away, and you can keep working with each other to help each other push. I think it's a great deal. I think, like, if you're investing, you want to be a tattooist, go and pay £3,000 for an apprenticeship, a paid apprenticeship that is going to get you nowhere. No guarantee of a job after. Probably rush you through. You're going to scrap the fundamentals. I'm not going to show you those properly. Not give you any real training, and then you're left out, and it's going to damage you more than anything. You're going to go and try and get a job somewhere, and you're going to take them and say, "Oh, look, I've been tattooing already." And someone's going to look, "What's that?" That's not how a tattoo should start. If you've got a quality mentor, it's your first tattoo is going to be decent at worst.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's only going to get better. It's like I'm not. It's from experience. You know, it's difficult to say, isn't it? But it's difficult to kind of ground it into somebody that doesn't realise.
Yeah.
You know, you're looking at an industry. You've got to take the knowledge from people that know. So you pay £3,000 for a course that's just going to leave you
high and dry,
yeah. Or you invest £100 into something that is going to put you on the right track to potentially gaining the apprenticeship in the studio that you want, not just the one that would accept you.
Yeah, not just the random one down the street. Everyone comes out.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
And if you've got that quality, you've got that choice. You can get a quality mentor.
Yeah. Get
someone that's, like I said, it's a two-way street. You've got to respect your mentor. They've got to respect you. You've got to work together for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and you're going to be working for free.
I think that says it all really as well. When it's saying about 2, 3, 4 years, it's like when this courses only last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And it just shows you like the difference it makes. That's the time you need really to really excel in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Just checking. Oh, what cool is that? About 28 minutes in.
Yeah.
We're going well. Easy into that. So yeah. What to say now, really? You got anything you want to say?
No, just that I'm really excited, to be honest. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, I'm just so passionate about it and just about tattoo art in general. Also, I love all art, but just something about tattoo art just kind of,
Well, that's the other thing that stuck out about you when I was thinking of who could do it is the fact that you are so passionate.
It's a job that I've always wanted to do, and like obviously I've always worked.
People as well.
Yeah, that's it. Because I've always worked hospitality, obviously retail, things like that. Always wanted to do something with art. Yeah. And like when I was able to get into it, it was like, oh, so exciting. So I enjoy it every single day because I appreciate it every day that I'm actually doing this for a living. It's so much fun. So I want to be able other people to experience that as well, and. Just make their dreams kind of.
That's
really
good. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I think it's difficult. I get passionate about it. I probably get quite annoying about it. I try and drive it into people. But if you want to do something, you've got to invest time and effort into it. So. And you've got to start from the beginning. Like you don't run before you can walk.
Oh no,
I know it's a boring saying, but it's a true saying, you know. So only very few, you might hear of people going, oh yeah, I've only been tattooing I only started last week and look at these crazy pieces that I'm doing. That's rare.
Yeah.
You know, it's It's not going to happen. I'm sorry, guys. It isn't. It's a difficult trade. It's a very difficult trade. You've got to respect it. You have to, or you're not going to get anywhere. Yeah. And once again, like, it's just, I think this is it's a one of its kind course. This is that just. It's an industry first. I'm not seeing it anywhere. I've scoured. I've looked for it. We're bridging the gap. So we are. This is the only thing that you're going to find that is actively trying to help you properly, not just take money from you. The only other way you're going to do it is if you know all these skills and you get your apprenticeship, and then they're not going to just take the mick out of you. They're going to actually want you there. They're going to give you their time.
Take their time and
vice versa. Otherwise, these paid things, and just avoid them.
Yeah,
100%. You be you, but we're just offering something different, and I think it's a small price to ask for what we're offering. This is a lot of knowledge. It's the experience, it's the expertise. You can try and ask other artists, and they might give you a bit. Some might give you a bit of information for free, but how long do you have to trawl the internet, or how many shops do you have to walk in before they just turn around and hope that they might? But we're going to do it for you. Yeah, we're asking for a bit of money, but we can't do a whole day course for free. We're not asking for a lot. It's irrelevant, really, isn't it?
That's it.
Well, we could ask for 500 quid if it's worth it, really. What's your career worth to you? Yeah. But we're not asking for that. So once again, the first one, we're doing a special offer as a kind of introduction course. But that does come with, it's going to be a free ebook, and it's the book that the course is based on, and the community access. But going forward, we're thinking monthly, right?
Yeah.
So monthly courses. Yeah. We're not going to try and flood this. We just want to have a steady flow,
and be able to focus on the people that we have in the room as well. Yeah.
So we've got quite a big space here, but we're going to limit it to 16.
Yeah.
So first course, we've got 16 gaps, £100 each. The link's going to go live pretty much straight after this, and we'll drop a link on our Instagram, on our Facebook. I'm really enjoying the blogs right now. So I've been putting the blogs out. I'll do the blogs. Subscribe to our blogs. Subscribe to everything, guys. Like, share, put the word out for us.
Even if it's not necessarily for yourselves, if it's someone that you know, or just kind of spread it around, and
that's it.
Knowledge is power, as we say.
Right. So after after this first one, it'll be double. So like I say, it's 50% off this first one, so it's going to be £200 for the day afterwards. We're going to keep the numbers the same, and keep it monthly at the moment. If demand grows, we'll see what happens. But that's that. So thanks for your time.
Thank you.
And we've got other things lined up as well.
Yes.
There are other things lined up, but we'll tell you about those when we've got
things confirmed in the case.
So these are just exciting little fun things. I'm
excited for those.
I'm sure I just wanted to wrap up with something else, but I can't think of it. So Bridgink the Gap. And I suppose, like I say, that my words of wisdom are like, invest in your portfolio and the rest will follow. It's that simple. You need to think about that. Email us, message us on socials. Like I say, follow, share, subscribe. But you get in touch with us. You're obviously watching through Instagram or Facebook. You can contact us there. If you're interested, we're going to put the links up. If you want to ask more about it, feel free. We're here. Me or Zara will jump on that and try and answer any questions you got. We're not giving away all the ins and outs of what's going to happen in the course, like trade secrets. But it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth your time. It's going to put you on the right track, and hopefully you'll go out and smash it. I believe you will.
Yeah.
You've got to put your time and effort into it, but you'll go out and you'll smash it. Yeah. You'll get your apprenticeship. That's all I can say, really. Yeah. So I hope you've enjoyed it again, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.
We're going to save this video and keep
sharing.
Yeah. I've never done it before, so
I don't know how this works.
We can save it and share it. And maybe we'll do. Yeah. Maybe our next one will be. We might do another one before. We might do another one to say how this course went next time or something.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, but wicked. Awesome. Thanks, guys.